up still a little bit. But I managed to get what looks like working. Sorry if I'm missing anyone saying anything. What are you beeping about?
Fuel low. Fuel low.
Okay. Oh. Probably because I had my afterburners on the whole time, even though I am floating in the air. So I have to restart that. I learned things of the F-18, and that's what I was in. I want to... There's this other window I have right here that... See if I could just put it in like a good spot. Somewhere where I can like see it, but it's like not on my way to see other systems and stuff, and it's really hard to figure out because like even back behind me I'm like I need to see out my window. Maybe I'll let me load this up and then Not sure if there's going to be much that can do, because I do gotta leave at a certain time. Which I need to be watching the time, which is like, let's see, is there a way for me to like see a timer? Let's see if that's a window I can like add. Can I just like add the time? I don't know. I'll probably just have to like lift up my eyes or something. Where was that? What would learned how to like get them to be organized by naming how they are in the mission editor. F-14 seems to be like a interceptor, by the way. Where's my... there they are. Yeah, this specific one I wanted to hop in. Just to take away time to like set up, take off, and then fly over, and then go. I basically made little practice things to just like, there, I'm in the air with what I want, all loaded what I want, and voila. Let me bring up that little thing to, which, do you see that very well? Yeah. Okay. Do I have, let me see, do I have any buttons set? I've spent so many hours just messing with buttons. Because I like these things set a certain way. It's a real struggle to make all the button, or like as many buttons as you can, the same as the other jets. So like, example, the A-10, its nose wheel button, pinky button, like so on the ground, you always like have that button to swivel your steering, like to be able to turn. Now for whatever reason, for the Harrier, that very same button does the nose wheel steering, but in the air, the A-10, that same button, the nose wheel steering, does the laser. Now for the Harrier, it unselect things. And it's just something, so even in here, nose wheel steering, it does like the same thing as the Harrier, so at least there's that for the Harrier, and that button does kind of the same thing. But when you're so used to pressing that button to like laser or so, it's like, and I don't want to, and on the ground it's very convenient to have that button to like hold down and like when you need to steer and whatnot, and so yeah, it's a struggle. Like things like that, it's like a huge struggle. It like becomes like, oh, like, okay, so I want to remap that completely to be something else while I'm on the ground, and then just remember that button, which is almost what I'm thinking on. But then again, to shoot the laser in this thing is just trigger. is the same trigger button as to shoot your gun. So it's really hard. So like you just can't remap almost like half the plane to then half its other systems not work the same way as what the actual plane is intended as. Like every single thing that you usually shoot, you of course want to have the trigger switch. So I don't know. And right, and I've already forgotten what was I going to do. Oh yeah, I was thinking of doing the same thing I set up for my Harrier instead of reaching over to the left where I could hit, yes, air to air or air to ground and then arm. But what I did on the Harrier is I made that few other buttons. Thing is yeah. I'm just not going here because all I could do is, or what I could just easily do is click that button. And you click this button to bring up that. Yeah, I gotta press that button, get that little triangle. Yeah, so you gotta like select that. So now you see the little triangle in there. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat by pausing myself in the air just so I can like see if I can remember to, just so I can have time to aim this thing just there. Otherwise, like, I can do that. And I've been wondering, like, so how do I, like, okay, I see them there, looking in front of my little HUD system. You see the little triangle thing that's just moving around? I can just move that right there. How do I, like, tell it to, like, okay, now slave to that? See, that's what I don't want. Oh. Somehow I did it. Okay, let me actually, I'm gonna unmove that. I think I gotta just hit that pinky button. Select that. Okay, so things then auto follow that. I don't know. That's the things of like just take time to like figure out how to use those systems. And I can like zoom all the way up to you. Yeah, pressing those buttons over there. Let me drop a bomb on them, which right away, so this is what I had so much trouble figuring out why I couldn't drop these silly bombs. It's because right away, for whatever reason, you probably do this like on the ground and all that, of course, but like their laser's not set. And so I have to click here, click the little code, set my laser, which is usually 1688 is like the default of like your laser system step, and then do that same thing on 688. There. Now I can drop the silly bombs. Also set the fuse, which also something you gotta like. Usually you put the fuses on instant because like you want them like right as they impact the ground they blow up. Maybe, you know what, thinking of it, like maybe the delay is for if they're like dropping in like let's say like you're dropping into a bunker, maybe like they puncture through the bunker and then they blow up like half second like right after they puncture through that, which is obviously the ideal spot to blow up something. Like inside a building is best spot is like right inside it. Am I being picked up? Yeah, the voice is being picked up. Let me click over here and just do, see if my chat's working. Is it not? Do I have to? Is that thing not updating? There we go. What do I do again? I have a little chat window up in the corner to, okay. All this time I've been like frozen in midair even though I'm like losing fuel and like basically I've been frozen. Like I froze myself in the air as if like I'm still like flying. Oh, which by the way I got 2 Mavericks and 4 laser guided bombs. And that thing in the middle is my targeting pod. Well, also 4 anti-air missile things. Like the side, like the usual sidewinders on wings, which probably why they're called sidewinders. They're on the side. And I forget. I think they're like 7M or something, like whatever those middle missiles. I think they're a little further range than these, but they're not as maneuverable. I don't know if you heard me that super well. Okay. Let me actually, after wasting a lot of time. Now the other thing I need to do are my laser. Which is the other struggle I had, like figuring out how to like. So if I wanted to manually click the thing, I would like click that and then I can like laser with trigger. Let me actually make it automatic. I haven't figured out like what's exactly the note. I first thought it was like a timer on that number that's right above my crosshair aim. But see, that bar comes down and then I hold down trigger, boom, drop that. I believe it should like here, when it blinks, I believe that's when it's like doing the laser. Huh? What? What? What happened? I don't get it. So you do everything correctly, and then, like, sometimes you just don't get why something didn't work. Hey, Python Blue. Oh, hey, 899. Welcome, Raiders. You want to see me figure out why I just dropped the bomb and like nothing happened? It's like as if the bomb disappeared. I am missing one. That makes no sense. I am completely baffled about what just happened. But I am in an FA-18, which is probably like the big popular one. I actually learned this plane a lot later after I learned like a bunch of other things. Because I was more interested in just like close air support, like CAS, what they shortly call it. Yeah, I'm going to speed up time just to turn around. I'm too impatient for some of these things. So let's spin around. Oh, thanks. Oh, which speaking of, that I am I'm still, of course, trying to, let me aim myself towards that guy. Oops, pressing buttons. Wrong buttons. Do that. And click it. Stood up. Go like that. Okay, no problem, 899. Take care, and thanks for the raid. Let me arm my laser again. So I'm going to just manually... just make it do a tone also. Fuse on instant, yes. We just do auto. Don't care. I just want to see if I could drop a bomb again on something. I don't know why this FA-18, likely because I've flown the other things like a lot more and figured them out. But it's like I could fly a Harrier and drop bomb easier than... shouldn't it... I'm clearly way over it. I don't know why it didn't told me to drop the bomb. It's like, hello? Oh, nice. Thanks. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to like mention about. That I've been wanting to update the Rex. Mainly, the whole idea is updating the Rexium to fix the rig on how it's set up as with that flipped hip thing and all that, which was before the only way I've ever gotten full body to just work in VR chat without doing some weird weird looking thing, spine or so. Okay, that does something out. That's looking for a laser, I believe. I don't know if there's like any like designate button or anything. Yeah, see, that's all set correctly. Oh, there's the bar. There we go. It dropped. And we'll just hold that. Hold my laser. It's kind of off, but I can't seem to slew it, even though it's selected. So whatever. It's going to be close enough. If anything, I just want to know if I'm dropping bomb, like, right where I want it. There it goes. I don't know why before, like, was just... Not only did it miss a target, but it's like as if the bomb, like, disappeared and not blew up. Even though I remember specifically setting the fuse. Okay, no problem. Oh, it's, yeah. Yeah, have good sleep, 899. I gotta keep an eye on. I have over an hour, but yeah, then it's like when I really need to leave. It is play with now doing a Maverick. Okay, I think it's because I'm set to. There we go. I was set a certain way that I couldn't like move it, so let's just have it like that. I think I had like area point, whatever it's called. That's. I was doing too big of a wide turn. I need to just like turn over this way. Oh, and by the way, if you ever want to know how to rip your wings off in the F-18, go down to these little switches down here. There's like 4 of them. One of them, like, I'm kind of being blinded from my own menu. But you pull all these breakers out, and that basically takes out your safety system of not letting you pull your plane too hard. So, of course, you can, like, dive down, get up, like, 500 or something. I'm actually flying a bit slow. Could also put my gun in and then shoot it. I'm gonna have to pause here just because I'm not too sure what's the procedures to like just get this to work. So like I just uncaged my. Wait, that's what I need to. Was it? Oh, I gotta press Maverick again. Go over to that. There we go. That's what it was. So you basically gotta double click the Maverick. So then I bring it in. I believe if I hold it down. Oops. And see, once doing that, I just messed myself up. I think that's what my Maverick's aiming at, that over there. Oops. And then it's just like the Harrier all over again. It's like you just press one button and then you just suddenly screwed yourself. And I kind of struggled myself so much doing this like online, like when I was like learning the Harrier and its systems, and it's like I took the time to like, and that's the neat thing of just doing it like this. uh, which by the way, I feel like the sounds are a bit loud, for at least in the VR. But but I took the like 10 or 20 minutes to get to a target or doing all this, and then I messed myself up by pressing one button, and I was like, oh, now I completely lost that target. And then like I fly over, like I take pretty much 20 minutes just to bomb one target. Like, oh my goodness. Because I keep like flying over it and press a button, and whoops, I untargeted, and the whole thing just like flew forward, and when I was like prepared to like bomb it and all that, and it's like whoops. So okay, but now that I have this, like, I probably don't need to find the target again, but you know, it makes me want, like, I would like to know the buttons to like, in a sense, slave it. Like, I don't know how I would do that. Like, is there... I'm trying to figure out if there's any button that... Like, I think I've seen it before. I'm like, at least for like the map, I know how to make it so like I do this, and I press a button down here. Oh, there it is. Bonk. And voila, it suddenly it's slaved to that thing. I haven't figured out how the thing works on this. It probably doesn't have a convenient system that even the Harrier has and the A10 has, where you can like press a button when like this is slaved. Oops. And see, and I've already screwed up everything. There, I got it. So I could cage it or uncage. Caging, I guess, just simply locks it up to center. I remember there's a way to like, I can... Yeah, I could press that button to like zoom in just a little bit more. I forget. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, there it is. Oh, this is to do with like unsigning... So that's what I had to click my pinky, the nose wheel steering, to unassign, because I guess it wants to then slave to this every time. Which, where is? There you are. Are you set to like not let me move again? Come on. Wait, so how this thing works is, it's like it's moving, but then it like I gotta click every time to update that little thing in the front. But it's faster to just go like this, go up the front, and put that like around roughly there. Select that, and then zoom into that. Click it again. And then I could go to this guy. I get, what are you warning about? Oh, because I keep accidentally doing that. I keep pushing. Because I'm resting my hand on it, so my throttle gets all the way pushed completely forward. Which, if you push it all the way forward, afterburners. Of course, you're not wanting to just always cruise in that with those things. But yeah, things got locked on. I would have had to like pass over 5 times just to figure out all that. So I think I know. So I think I know how it works, and annoyingly, it works in a way that if you accidentally hit a button and like make your targeting pod suddenly look away or so, if you at least have this targeted, well then like you at least can hit that one target, but then you're not going to see it anyway. Because like, yeah, apparently you can't just like get this to slave back to, like, that's the thing, is like I probably need to sometime figure out how do you mark the target. You know, I should have, yeah, I have that button to probably like looks weird. Wonder, does it zoom in also? And let me see if it zooms in a little for you guys too. Yeah, it zooms in quite a bit. It looks very weird in VR when you do that. It's like suddenly you're like looking really closely at a warped vision. Like your vision even gets like warped looking around. It's like you have very big zoomed in fish-eyed. But it's how you zoom in on things. And let me like hide this. Like, is there... What does this do? Like, there's got to be a way that you, like, would even like, there's probably a button in one of the things that I have set that's, like, the A10 marks a point. And I'm just not sure. A lot of the buttons are actually the same buttons I have on like the left and right panels. Like you see all those side buttons. I have them like even bound to my HOTAS just so I can like, because to zoom in the targeting pod is to like physically click those 2 buttons. And I have them like right here because in the A10 it was actually a button on the HOTAS itself that zoomed in the camera back and forth. Because that whole thing was built to work very effectively on those things. But yeah, I'm not sure how I would like mark a target. Still haven't. Probably saw some videos that like shortly explained it, and there's some stutter, like something was loading. Okay, let me just like unpause. Boom.
Altitude.
And we can like watch him get blown up. I actually don't need to be like looking at him because these are like fire and forget systems. Boom. Wait, I wonder. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got. I just want to quickly turn around again and. You know what? Let me. Yeah. See, I just need to hold down. Basically, depressing like the button of like the slew, my slew button stuff. Yeah, let me bring up this and. I wonder if I could switch to these. Let me actually show like the fun of so I have one that has like all the anti-air missiles. Where's my F-18 with that? And slams are really far missiles. I couldn't figure out how exactly they work to get the last moment of like control on them or so. I somewhat figured out how to make one go right to my waypoint, which if I could figure out how to then like set a waypoint or exactly pinpoint my waypoints onto like targets, I could be sitting like 80 miles away like in no view of them shooting missiles at me, and I could just shoot out like a cruise missile, fly away, and just like wait for it to blow them up. So that's very neat to figure out. Like, so in a sad way, like in the Harrier, I could at least drop bombs like the furthest distance, and then like drop like 10 of them in sequence in like one run and like blow up 10 things at once. But it was always such a struggle to even do that like half the time. Either for one, like you have like the other jets attacking you, but then also ground targets shooting missiles at you, and it's like I can't even get near to the target. So it'd be nice to know how to do that, and then you could just clear out those SAM sites that shoot long-range missiles at you. If I could just shoot out a slam and then... Oh, but the thing is with them is they are like... I saw something that like each of them are like $3 million or something, so it's like... Like, I'm just wasting money just to practice with them. That's the great thing about like these simulators is like I think I even heard of like other real pilots that fly on these do it just because the fun of like they get to shoot things that they never like were like either allowed to or could or it's like too obviously too expensive to just keep shooting them. So they get to practice or still do their training stuff and using things that they weren't like authorized or whatnot or weren't able to do before. But of course what was it? I never done any military stuff, so. And I'm just doing this stuff for like fun of it. Okay. And seeing I have a tripod on this thing. And so that's the fun of this. So I believe I do that one. So let me actually reset it, like, cause I set it up so like I be like kind of behind things that, but at this point they've flown around like quite a little bit. I could like flown to, like, you can always press F10 and like find where enemies are. There's servers obviously that like turn that off, so it's like more or less like real life kind of searching, like you try to find them without them just being on the map, and it's all like in the game system to like, but I have them just being shown in like pretty much in ways of like just cheating. See, like I even like see just like visually when they're like 10 miles nautical miles away, I just like, oh yeah, they're right there. But switch to these again, and you see this. I could select that. I should be able to zoom. Oh yeah, it's already. There we go. What to get so it's like on the one that, and right away I see them. Right there. Wonder why it says like ghost. But there, I shot one. There goes my missile. What is this button for? There's nothing. And that's kind of like half the how I've been like learning this F-18 is just pressing buttons and just messing with all the systems and just figuring out like how it works. What's easier actually at like what I've done also. The first thing I did to like learn the F-18 is what buttons do I need assigned. Like I looked at like I like Grim Reaper's videos that he straight away like goes through all the key bindings and does like a little explanation. I think I hit them. Yep, I hit him. And he's going down. There he goes. Why is that? Okay. I think there's a way to like... I think it's this guy. Is that him? Let's see. I'm confused. In LAR. What? I don't get it. There's a way you could like do that and then like... I don't know. I'll just shoot that guy in.
Altitude. Altitude.
Why are you saying altitude? I'm high up. Okay, that didn't go anywhere near. Let's shoot that. Yeah, I don't think I'm close enough, though. Well, I did. We'll see. I'm not sure if that's close enough, is all. I think it's going to drop. Yeah. These things are pretty short range. Those sidewinders. You know what? Let me. I think they're called like MRAMs. They're like ones on the. I have a bunch on the bottom. I think they're like kind of medium range. Probably like for like this range actually. I don't know why I don't see them on the radar on the right. I don't get it. I still don't understand how some of this stuff works still. Oops. Great. Now I lost them. Now I complete. See, I pressed one button and then like, well, there goes that. See, I think I should be seeing him on radar here. How do I see him at all? This doesn't make sense. I don't know what that does. I don't know what all this stuff. I would have to like look at a tutorial it. Which is what I was say. Like I looked at tutorial. Well, there we go. Maybe I was just like low enough and like it was hitting the clouds. I don't know. There's that guy. Isn't there a button that I press that like? There we go. Now I have him. When it does C, that means both that radar and then that has him. So now I should be able to just shoot a missile. And that should go hit him. By the way, I made these guys like very dumb and like they don't do anything even like when you shoot at them. They have like I basically told them to have like no reaction to things. You watch the missile like this way. And the voice, boom. Well, that just annihilated him. And see, and then you could like could have watched on this screen, but like, and then like actually watch him like get shot down. Oh, there's that guy. Yeah, if I'm getting like this close, let me switch to my guns and try to just gun this guy. Yeah, like spin around him or something. Come on. Trying to not just like trying to just slow down and then like let's apply speed brakes. Or basically air brakes. There you go. There's a guy right in front of me. Here you are. I could just switch to my Sidewinder and just blow him up, but I want to see if I can hit him with my guns. There we go. Target him too with that. Hey. I've already... Why is it... What is it doing? Oh, it's because I'm switching the things on... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to switch that silly indicator, and it's not doing it. It screwed up me locking onto him, apparently. Oh my goodness. Just... click onto that one. Oh my goodness. Where did he go? There. Can you switch? Oh my. Why will you not switch that thing? I'm pressing the button that's supposed to cycle to lock on point. So it follows him. I am struggling with this. Why aren't you doing that? It keeps switching whatever's over here. It has the diamond on that. Why? See, sometimes these things just don't make sense. See, why are you doing that? I'm not pressing over there. Oh my goodness. Why? Is it because there's some button or whatever-ness? You know what? Forget it. Just forget it. Let me get up to him. I'll just do it by my eyesight. My goodness. Stupid thing. I guess that's as good as I'm going to get. Can I... Now that I've fallen far behind him, can I catch up to him now? Come on. Of course. I don't get why it does that. Oop, oop. Oh, and he's turning. I don't know how you legitimately do this. To like get up behind it and then like blast some guns. Oh, there we go. So, oh, we missed him blowing up. But there you go. I just ripped his, just like with a little burst, I just ripped his wings off there. I was gonna say like I don't know how you like legitimately like get right up behind and just like, I wonder if that like, kind of like, is this showing like the, oh, it is like a little offset. So like this is like as if like I'm trying to like aim the shots on them. Let's see if I possibly can. Maybe it's acting weird and different because I have my guns out. Like if I switch to this, you. I don't know. I don't want to just simply shoot him down here. But I don't get, like, I have him, like, there. Wish I could just pause pause him at the same time. But if I pause myself, he'd fly away. But if I pause everything, then buttons won't work. So I'm kind of like just stuck. Yeah, I don't know. That's showing like some sort of... I think I'm out of range to even hit him. Check the time. Yeah, I got like 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna speed up using some afterburners. What is its caution? Is it saying I'm overheating or something? Okay, now I'm going like too fast. I kind of given up. Like, you know what? Like, I'm going to like switch that to just show that. Just see my rounds, I guess. Like how many? Still have 228. So I give up that thing working. What is that little bar going up and down for? Oh, nice. That little circle that just appears right when I shoot is, I think, telling me where they're going to land. Seeing that guy from his distance. Like basically the arc. Because I have him on radar, so I know how far he is, basically. Oh, and I'm out. Well, I do this. Bye-bye. Bonk. There he goes. So yeah, I have effective things to shoot. I already shot two of them. Like the ones on the bottom, are my like longer ranging ones. Like I kind of wonder, like, let me choose one on the ground. I'm just curious. F-18. Well, I can show you like on the Harrier too, though. Let me just do one of these. Like those two are just like empty. I try to not like have to name. I didn't want to name like everything that didn't have stuff, like, because usually. Oh, now it. Well, why is it when I... That's interesting. So, when I tried this, maybe it's because I was on the mission editor, it kept putting my plane, like, right over here. Just, like, in the middle over there. But it would really just be hanging right over the edge like that. By the way, this boat is completely not moving, which... realistically, I don't think they would do that, especially when like you're landing. At least in the instant action, they have this ship, the carrier, like moving forward, and I believe that's just like that's how they would do it. Is you can basically you're landing on a platform that's moving slower, like more closer to your speed, because the ship's moving and you're coming up behind it. And of course there's the wires of like landing. Specifically, I wanted to jump into here and just look at this on for those AA. So I think I put in it was either of those or these. I forget. Which I do want to find out in a sense. Actually, full AA, that's not fine on. So what are these? Okay, 7 amp Sparrow semi-active. Yeah, so I did like these down here. I kind of wonder if these are like longer range. And because like, oh, maybe they're not as long, because I feel like these aren't as long ranged. So if I wanted to, I could like, I'll probably switch like all these to be for like AA long range. Like do all like these. Then I could have 6 of these. So yeah, maybe I'll set up like a set of just. I should probably call these like mix. You know, I'll do like AA mix. This one's no tripod. Just in case, like, cause you don't really need that visually to like look at them or whatnot. Because like the radar by itself, I believe, is enough to like lock the thing on them. That's why I have that little set. But I found that, yes, I like to be able to just like, okay, I have my very plane targeted. Like I know it's locked on. So yeah, let me actually the brake. No, there's no brake turn on. So I believe if I. Yep. Is it a. Okay, so in this thing, it's like a toggle. How do you turn it off then? Clicked my nose wheel steering just to like. I went in high. How do you turn that off? Oh, whatever. So the first thing you gotta do. Oh, I think I already messed it up. Because you gotta like line yourself up over on that thing. Where's my mouse thing? Hello? Fine. F8. F7. Request the launch. And it should get them to like move in. Oh, I think they're already in position to like launch. Let me spin myself around here. I don't have anything on me. I'm just launching the plane just for fun to show you how it's done if no one has seen this. How I figured this out too by like, what is he signaling? And me just like messing with buttons like a little, like from the little bit I've seen. But yeah, he's calling me to like center in here. Like telling me to move forward. Try to make it so like I'm just slowly roll forward because basically I gotta get my wheel over that little hook thing. And he told me to stop. So now, oh, and he's telling me to fold my wings, or unfold my wings, and do that. Because, yeah, obviously I'm not going to take off with my wings folded like that. And then I'm just showing, like, here, he's going to run under the wheel. And, oh, and he's telling me to now put this thing down, which puts that little hook down. And then he's going to put that thing. Now I'm like attaching a rail. I think they do that like really when my wheel's more forward, but in a game you can't like be perfect anyway. So now he's telling me to move forward again because now I'm going to lock that thing into place. So I'm pretty much locked along the rail that on the thing that launches me here. And see, and I get that thing over that, and really I'll be like in the view, but like it's obviously just nice to like. Why is that beeping on me? Come on. There we go. There, and then he says it's good. Like really, I'll be sitting in here and like be like looking at their signals. Then they tell me, like I was a little confused what to do here, but now they're telling me because he's doing that like arm, like bending arm, like okay, now raise your arm extend, and now it's telling me rev up my engines. I think I want to put like some flap down a little bit too. Got my engines revved up. Just in case, I believe I need to do the salute. If I can figure out the buttons. F6. Yep. I had to salute to him. And launch. And that's how you take off from a carrier. And of course I put my wheels up. And I'm flying. Oh, and I could put my flaps up. Now I could just hop into the other jet. I'm going to see if I can like line myself up properly and then re-land. Which I was thinking of like hopping right on the Apache just to show the some, which I haven't tried it like in VR yet. But the Apache has the ability to just point with your helmet, and you could just shoot. You could shoot a gimbal turret, like a gun on front of it, just like, oh, there's a new. But I'm gonna only get to show that a little bit for like a little brief amount, because like in 20 minutes I do have to get off. And this is the nice, useful doing it in VR. See, like I can just like look behind me. Oh. Am I lined up yet? Basically, I did an easy thing of like, so I just need to pass right over exactly the alignment of, so you could pretty much take off from that airport and then land on that air carrier. That's how I lined it up. Like, obviously things aren't going to be that perfectly lined, but like I set up this whole map or mission for just all sorts of just practice things for me to just like mess with. I even like tried to make like all the enemies not shoot at you. There's still like all those tanks down there. You get close enough, they shoot at you. I have yet figured out how to like make them not do that. It's kind of annoying. Like I would like to be able to see if I can like what's the range, like how close do I need to get with a helicopter to just shoot at them, and like nope, they just shoot me down. Like, well, okay. Even with the plane, like when I like, if I like fly down low, like shooting rockets or so, like,
Altitude.
I was gonna like say that because like, I'm gonna pull my landing gear out just so you don't be that way. And I need to put down the hook. See that hook right here, you need that down, otherwise you're not gonna catch the wires and you're gonna just roll right off the plane. Or the carrier. Let me see, can I can't, I don't know how you possibly see the lights, but once I get close enough, there is like this thing right in front, like right by the front thing. I can't think of what this is called. But it shows like your kind of approach. I am kind of going a little high right now. But from what I learned and been able to do it just a few times, I don't know if I'm going to be able to land this actually. Might crash it here. But it's a lot of like controlling just the right speed so you match up to the right amount. And there's something with that little bar that goes like up and down. And I believe you need to get that like up to the carrier. And there's going to be something that pops up once I get close enough there. So I need to get that centered. And it's going to throw warnings on me. Got my flaps on full. I'm a little low. I didn't come in a good angle. But I don't want to overcorrect myself. Oh, now I'm a little high, see? And I caught it. Oh, and oh, let's lift that up. What wire did I catch before it? Oh, did I catch... I think I caught the wire that they always say is the perfect wire to catch, that third wire. And there you go. I did it. What are you guys running up for? I had silly fun with like the helicopters. So you get, which by the way, like let me turn myself around. Yeah, see, why is it? So now it's like by holding it. You can just run these guys over and they just like are unfazed about it. It's like, hi there. You know. Of course they didn't model in of like what would actually happen if you like run over. Like it would like obviously run out of the way if you're like, of course you'd probably be like court-martialed and all sorts of stuff attempting it. But this is the Super Carrier DLC, by the way. It just adds those guys, and I think it should add should have add more stuff in here, like on the top. Let me see. Does it add there's stuff on the underneath. By the way, there's like a door like with the Harrier, like I heard maybe it's a different carrier. Oh, like that door, is it like it's closed? Maybe you gotta do it with a specific carrier that has like these opened. But someone said that that's like a challenging thing to do with the Harrier, is you can hover and like land them into like inside the ship in the like its cargo bay down there. I actually find it's like much easier to land a Harrier on this thing. Obviously, the next thing you would do is like pull this out, put those up. I think for silly fun, I tried to like launch off like with these folded, and of course you just drop and die. Of course they don't. I don't think they launch. Actually, I think what I did is like I put them down and then I put them right back up, and they still like launched me anyway. All right. Hey, Tuca Raccoon. Yes, fellow raccoon. I'm a raccoon that can fly. I just landed on this carrier, and I'm amazed that I even like caught the third wire and stuff when I don't think I had a good approach or whatnot. Let me just be silly and do this, and just like I'm gonna take off anyway. Can't, you of course can't fly with let me do that just so you can't fly with folded wings like that, and plus I should even like get them to like get me to launch or whatnot. It's a whole like procedural to like hook in your plane and like launch. Welcome to get how you doing? I've been having fun messing around in DCS here. I'm going back up and down. There, here we go. Let's even like jump in the carrier with this thing. So here's the Apache that I've learned how to fly and actually use. I had to split my throttles because like one of the throttles I use of course as the collective. If you know in helicopters you've got it's kind of annoying that it's like stuck with doing that loud noise. There we go. This is the first time trying this with VR actually. Or yeah, this first time doing it in VR, and already I see, oh, you know what? I might get out and switch this. I actually want that on my left eye, not my right eye. Because that makes sense. I actually use my left eye a bit more, and so it'd feel more comfortable for it to be on my left eye. Let me see, do you even... Oh, you barely even see it. And you have... Oh my goodness. It's not the best view. I, of course, can do this and just, like, hide it. Oh, and it still has... Why is that... My goodness. Why is the... Yeah, I have to back out into, like, the menu. That was a short glimpse. I want to show a bit more than just that, but I have to go into this menu, special, and For one, change this to left. Or you could do both. You know what, let's try both. Just so it's not like you feeling like awkward. Like they probably would have like it on one eye, but I'm curious about trying both now. And is there a way to like, what's George AI auto handover? I was wondering if there's like a way to like hide its HDI monocle visible. You know, let me do that because I think I'm wondering if that's like the whole helmet thing rendering and it was like covering up so much. And this is like trimming setup stuff. Detent and lookout. Automatically jump over. Is that to do with like my... I'll just leave that as is. So yeah, let me try that. I might have to reload it just a few times. I might go like and spectate just so you don't have to hear loud buzzing plane as I pick. Yeah, go spectate. Is there... There. Look at that guy. Just so I can like choose a helicopter and not have loud buzzing. There it is. I've been starting to like just throw on like my go-to kind of like loadout, just so I don't bother with being on the ground. If I want to like take off from the ground and then like, okay, load this up and then just like start with it. Oh, there we go. That's actually a much easier. So I still have it technically. See the thing in front of me. I wonder, does that still... let me switch my night vision thing. There we go. Yeah. So I still technically have what the monocle thing does, but I'm already wearing a headset and all that. How does it look like for you guys? It's a little off to the left, it looks like. But I made it so, yeah, I have it rendering on both eyes. Like, I could do that and hide it. So yeah, this is much better. So I really think that that HDI like render. I think that was like rendering the whole like physical helmet. Like, if you're wanting to do like that immersive, but hey, I'm already wearing a headset, so I already feel like I got something on my eyes to like look out of. But see, now I try to remember what did I make it so? Which, oh, okay, it was Alt. I need to press those. I could press it like this, but like once again, like I like setting up some buttons when I'm like pressing them 20 times. Click to that. So here's the big gun. I also have like just unguided rockets and then something called Hellfires, which are basically laser guided missiles. And the front guy can have an easier job aiming. I think that you need the front guy to like aim and laser to like aim those things. Otherwise, the unguided rockets you could just about shoot just from piloting the helicopter. I'll bring up. Is there a way to like move that thing? Kind of wish it was like down there, not like up there. But that helps. I know that this helicopter you need like push in some left pedal. And you slowly take off. And yeah, let's just put like all and just like no burst. So pretty much I just like look there, boom. Look over there, whoa. Just the destructive power that this thing has. Oop. Oops, I hit that. Whoopsie. Crashing. Oh. I'd so get in trouble doing all that. You know what? Let's shoot a Hellfire out. Fire! I don't care that there's gimbal error, whatnot. Shoot it! Okay, fine. Rocket! Oh, you guys and your safeties. What's funny is I could like hop into this seat and oh, that thing really extends out. You don't see that in desktop mode. Let me bring up oh my goodness, that is really hard to see way down there. I get why it shows up like down there, but oh my goodness. Go up altitude. You'd never be able to though. It doesn't. We don't have the propellers anymore to like really fly. So we're just like sitting here shaking. I could you know, I probably should put a button to click that when I'm in here to like take control, because now front seat can pilot. Let me see, do I have C? No, I don't. Something, yeah, that's that. I really don't know what the uncaged does. But really I have it for this button for the uncage. Oh yeah, I have that. You know what, I'm going to do this. Because I already have this as a button. Yeah, I'll once again, like more thinking. But like I really want a easy button that I could like press to get like on that. I might assign a button that I usually avoid assigning, which is my radio button. No, I don't want to do that either, because like then I definitely, if I I also have to like go in here and do, like assign the same thing. Oh, I have a slave on that button. I have that already as an uncaged button. And both these work as like as slaving buttons. And of course I have all these buttons assigned to things. I don't know. I have that. I already have this as a button for George Helper. Might have to do like Alt that button. I have an idea which button. Do it that one. Which is pretty much my little like A button like on the top of my stick. So basically it's usually my autopilot. For the jets I have as the autopilot. So I generally try to like keep in like the general idea of like where the buttons are, but like I said earlier, it's tough to match that with like every single aircraft is like built its own way, and so it's like you gotta almost think of it that way. So yeah, I'll do that and save it for this is the front seat. It's called something like the CPG apparently. It's hard to like work the keyboard when you got a VR set in front of you. Did that just and then I want to do it like also on the pilot, which sadly is also already a button for that. Is that for? Man, it's already. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it this way. That and then just Alt press up. Oh, but then that's already. Oh man. Great. I can't just set it the same way that I want it. Is control already? No, it's not, but like I'm so used to certain things to be like with Alt, not control. Like I could set it that way, but like I am not going to remember like control and then press up. Because I already have Alt doing that. This does different symbology. You know what does that do? I gotta go in front of the... You know, let's reload the helicopter too, by the way. Oops. Did it the longer way. I should have did select slot and then... But, up in here. I do need to leave though. I'm going to need to just end stream and like jump off this. By the way, I'm kind of curious on seeing I'm using right now the Vive Pro I, like where I could do all face tracking. I really wonder if it'll like be a program like VC Face that would use VR face tracking or like Live or so. Like I wonder. I wonder if you have to like use like an Unreal thing that I've been seeing, but like basically use full face tracking of this. And then I could have my character on the side. Thing though, it's like this game already does like a lot of processing, like so it's already like.
Radar. 5 o'clock. Searching. Radar.
So let me see something. What was? Yeah, what was those buttons do?
7 o'clock. Searching.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. See, it's like that. Yeah, and depressing does that. Control press. You know what? Yeah, that works. I forget what up and down, alt up and down does. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Is it when I have this on? What did you do? Select, switch HDM. Let's do with collective. Oh well. I did open up the button to like do, ooh, wrong one. Alt, that button, there. Just basically request control, which, you know, like I don't even know if I need it. Probably if I'm like with someone and someone grabbed the control in the front, then I would have to request back or so. So that's why I'm doing that. But like, I probably don't need it assigned. And then I gotta make sure pilot seat. I might as well do this one as 8. I version out like so many things, like even like just the assignment of my buttons. Turn that off again. The fun thing I was going to like just quickly show here. So I could go in this seat, bring up George, and tell him to like go up.
Copy, coming up.
So I'm having to press like up, down, left, right, left. Left changes his mode. And in desktop view, you have those things like on the bottom corners. But I can, let me go to like the hover. Short right.
Copy, at the location.
He says heading to location, but really he just points that heading. So I could like look over there,
At the location.
tell him to like, so it's like I'm mind controlling him. If you like hold down the
Slide right.
right, left, forward, back, in the hover mode,
Roger, stop it.
you basically can like tell him how much you want to like
Right.
slide over this way.
Copy, coming down.
I think he went up just because like he was like stopping himself, and yeah, I could just take control. They never set. I have on that. Did I not set it on this guy? Why do I have? Oh yeah, because that's air to air. Is control set? No. You know what? I'm gonna set these to like as control, just in case. Actually, let me just do forward as like gun. do that one as the missiles. And this is the rockets. And then push button arm. Which I believe, see if that's the, yeah, there's that. What's the override? Ground override. I want to assign that to the other one. Oh, I already do. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's... See, I don't like that it auto just goes to the pilot, and I, like, messed myself up because of that. So... Here. Override, push button, there. Bonk. And we save again, which I'll just save over, but make sure I save on the right one. Save over. And okay, so now I could just do that when needed. It kind of, yeah, it's like the same buttons. So I don't get it. I don't know why you need to, like, because it's the same buttons to grab those things. So with this guy, like, I can hide him. Can we go up a little bit?
Copy, coming up. Copy, coming up. Copy, coming up.
So I should be able to, there we go. Is this, wonder if that made, if I just made it so it's now following this thing. Yep, there we go. Laser, laser their eyes. That's what I'm clicking right here. Lasering them. But yeah, I could use this little screen and like zoom like really far in. Or obviously I could go to like this. Slave it. Zoom really far in. And once again, just shoot. Basically shoot with my eyes. Or my head. But of course, let me bring it up. And I can bonk, unslave, and go back to just shooting right into your eyes. Can I shoot your face here? Oh, can I? There we go. You can, by the way, this little thing down here, like that's the range. I can click that, and you just press A, enter, and now its range is automatic. See that little A0.4? That's like the range. Because this thing like does all of the math and knows how much to arch the turret to get it to shoot right in this very spot. Every time you do a laser, it kind of screws it up, and then you have to like Click down here. I don't know why they didn't make it in this helicopter like a little button to like switch to auto. Like either I don't have like from someone else that like supposedly like that sounds like he's like he said like just to say like not everyone can you believe that they say that they're a pilot or so, but it does sound like he's legitimate. But someone that has actually flown Apache helicopters or so, and he said like on this that really like to change the thing to like follow the helmet or be fixed, or like if I go like that it should be fixed. I think I need to like just hit its gimbal. Yeah, there we go. So it's like so it's pretty much gimbaling to, now it's like gimbal to my helmet. But yeah, to switch those is really just from clicking that little button. There's no shortcut button or so. I'm not sure why they did that on this helicopter, but there you go. So yeah, very easy to just like, and like I can just go like to fly mode. Obviously, there's a tutorial that like once again like Grim Reaper's shown like a very nice short like.
Copy. Increasing up. Copy. Speeding up. Copy. Speeding up. Copy. Speeding up.
So now I just told them to like go up some.
Copy. Increasing altitude.
And just move forward.
8 o'clock. Searching.
But I'm gonna just put him away and switch to the pilot seat and try to take control. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, let's see, was it? Yeah. I'm gonna land in the front seat. If I can, oh my goodness. Because I didn't have the things set perfectly how he had him. So I have to like basically suddenly try to gain control. Let's try to do a quick landing and then I gotta end stream and jump off here. See if I can like land on the aircraft carrier. Gotta be like really careful though. Oh, you know what? Let me put that away there. I need to see my throttle torque. The top left number, you don't want to make that go over 100. As little as you can. Because that's the torque of the props. And that's where you get in dangerous troubles if you do a crazy maneuver, which is how I like crashed myself a bunch of times.
Radar. 9 o'clock. Searching.
But you just want to be very easy and not go super fast into trying to go into hover. You want to be like smooth and not drop yourself out of the sky because you just stressed out your props to like lose its RPM and then you don't have lift and then you just drop like a rock and crash. Which I've done like plenty of times. I'm used to little RC controlled helicopters that have tiny little mass that could do maneuvers like that. So, but there you go. So hopefully it was like a little fun messing about in here, but yeah, I need to take off here, so I'm just going to quickly end stream and just take care everyone. I've been just having a lot of fun of just like getting more into, and like actually not only like learned this Apache, but like I learned how to finally bomb with the F-18 and all that, and like and actually do the basics instead of like just having it and like being clueless on like all I knew how to do before was like with messing with buttons and stuff. I figured out how to just shoot AA and missile a few things, but now I know a lot more, and at least the basics to actually like do stuff with it. But yeah, bye bye everyone. Take care.